Hi everyone, Saki here and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do my very first handbag review. So if you didn't know, I am a lover of handbags. So I've always wanted to do a handbag review, but I've always been kind of scared to share this part of my life and basically just to share my love of handbags in general. But that's all done with now. I just thought I'd go for it because I really wanted to make this video. A friend of mine on Instagram actually really encouraged me to just, start doing handbag videos because, it makes me happy. So I just want to share things that make me happy with you guys. So the bag that I'll be reviewing today is this bag right here. This is the Louis Vuitton Alma Bb. You probably already knew that if you clicked on this video. But basically I'm going to be sharing a couple of things about this bag with you. The basics, the pros, the cons, mod shots, what fits inside. And I bought this bag secondhand from Yoogi's closet, so I will give a brief, review or just a little history of my experience with Yoogi's closet. And if we have time, I kind of want to compare it to the Pochette Métis a little bit because it is kind of a similar bag. I don't know, maybe it's just because these are the two bags that I've bought recently from Louis Vuitton, but I think they're kind of similar, so I just wanted to compare them for you if you guys thought they were too. Before we get started with my video, I wanted to quickly show you my outfit of the day. Today on top I'm wearing this H&M off-the-shoulder pink sweater. On the bottom, I'm wearing this Forever 21 gray plaid skirt, and for my boots, I'm also wearing something from Forever 21. They're just a pair of black lace-up boots. I just thought this look was really cozy for fall. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Saki. I make videos every single week about cutesy and girly fashion. I plan to make more handbag videos and more handbag review videos, so if you're interested in that, and if handbags and cute fashion is your cup of tea, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, let's get started. So I just wanted to quickly go through the basics with you. This is the Louis Vuitton Alma Bb in the vernis leather, and it's in the color Rose Ballerine. The vernis leather is just this really shiny patent material, and like I said, I did get mine secondhand. So it's supposed to come with this little clochette which has keys inside, and it's supposed to come with a lock, but since I bought mine secondhand, mine did not come with a lock. It's just got one big zippered opening, and on the inside there is one back pocket right here, and it does come with a crossbody or shoulder strap. And on the bottom we just have 4 little feet. The retail price for this in the US right now is $18.60 plus tax, and literally after calculating taxes, I bought mine for half that price. But we'll talk more about my buying experience in just a little bit. So let's go over the dimensions of this bag first. This bag is 9.8 inches in width, 7.6 inches in height, and 4.7 inches in depth, and this is straight from the Louis Vuitton website, so I didn't make these measurements myself. I already told you guys that the outside is made of vernis leather, and on the inside it's just got this textile fabric lining. And just if you're curious, mine was made in the US. Alright, now that we got the basics out of the way, let's move on to the pros. So the pros of this bag. I love this bag so much because it can hold so many things. I actually thought it was just going to be like, your typical mini bag where you can only carry a couple things like essentials. No, this bag is like kind of a Mary Poppins bag in the sense that you can fit a lot more than you think. We'll move on to the what fits inside section a little bit later, but you will be surprised at some of the things that can fit in this bag. The second thing that I love about it is that it's very versatile. So because the crossbody strap is removable, you can carry this bag as a little hand carry bag, or you can have it on your shoulder or crossbody. And I know my style is like already a little bit extra, but I do feel that you can wear this as a casual day bag or as a nice evening bag as well. If I do want to carry it out at night, or if I want to change it up for different occasions, I do like to remove the strap and put other straps on it. I'll show you what I mean in the modeling shot so that you can really see like how everything looks on me, but I do love the versatility of this bag so much. The third pro about this bag is the leather. So I feel like this vernis leather is really durable. It's actually been raining and misting here in Colorado just because it is fall and it is going into winter weather, so I've been able to bring this bag out with me and there's been no problems. Whenever I get a raindrop on it, I just wipe it off and that's it. So I love how you don't have to be careful with this leather. I actually don't have any other handbags in a patent leather. I do have like a Rose Ballerine vernis Victorine wallet, but I never realized how great this material was for a handbag. I'm trying to think of more pros for this bag. I mean, there's so many things that I love about it, but I feel like I've touched on like the major pros of this bag already. So let's talk about the cons. I didn't find too many cons, but one of the things that I will say is that if you overstuff this bag, I was saying that you can put a lot of stuff in it, but if you do overstuff it, it might be a little bit hard to close. So you can see here that it's just one big compartment. You can fit a lot of stuff in here, but if you fill this bag up to the brim, when you close the zipper, you might notice a little bit of warping on the leather right here. Maybe we'll see a little bit of that when I show you what fits inside. But so even though you can fit a lot of things in here, you might not want to, just because if you do close it like this and you warp the leather, it might not keep its shape. Even though it is a very structured bag, I just feel like if you put too much stuff in here and the leather gets bent, it could change the structure of the bag a little bit. So that could be a con. The second con about this bag is actually the strap. So this strap is just one piece of leather and it's not adjustable. So that is a big con for me because I am actually only 5'3", so this strap is very long on me. As you will see in the mod shots, if I carry it on my shoulder, it is a little bit lower than I would like. And if I wear a crossbody, it is comfortable, but I would prefer it to be a little higher. But I definitely can still wear this strap if I wanted to. So if you're short like me or any shorter, I think that this would be a very, very big con. The strap is also not that comfortable. It's also made from that verni leather, which is kind of hard and it's not very malleable. I mean, like I said, I don't carry it on my shoulder or crossbody that often, but I feel like if I did all day, this would start to wear a little bit just because the leather on this is very hard. And the last thing that I found that's a con about this bag, which is actually why I got it for a really good price, is that color transfer is a major problem with this leather. I mean, I clearly have a bunch of light colored bags, as you can tell from here. So I personally haven't had any experience with it, especially because I do wear lighter colored clothes all the time. But when I bought this bag, it came with a few defects. So the first one you might not be able to see on camera. There's actually a small yellow stain on here. Yeah, there's no way my camera's picking that up. But I will try to insert a photo if I can even take a photo of that. But it is very, very light. I feel like you can only see it in person and you really, really have to look for it. The second stain is very noticeable. It is this little pen mark up here. Sorry, it's kind of like glaring, but the pen mark is right there. So I did buy this bag knowing that there were those two stains on it. However, I didn't really care because first of all, I couldn't even see the yellow stain from the picture. And second of all, the blue stain is in the back, so you never really see it anyway, and it doesn't bother me whatsoever. And if I got a little bit of a discount just because of that, I was totally willing to live with it. So like I said, I personally haven't had any color transfer, but I have watched videos where people did say that the verni leather, especially in the rose ballerine, because it's such a light color, it does, you know, get color transfer pretty often. So I will be very, very careful of that, even though I don't think that's going to be a problem for me, because if you follow my channel and if you follow me on Instagram and know my style, I don't wear dark colors, I don't wear jeans, so I don't think that's going to be a problem for me, but we'll see in the future. Alright, now let's move on to what fits inside. Alright, here the bag is currently empty, so I have a couple of items laid out in front of me that I think that, you know, are general things that people carry, and it's definitely what I carry inside my bag, so I will try to fit as many things as possible and show you guys what fits inside. So first we're going to start off with the wallet. This is my Louis Vuitton Victorine wallet, also in the rose ballerine verni leather, and it definitely just fits inside really easily. In case you were wondering, a full-size wallet also does fit. This one I have is from Samantha Tavisa, but it is the size of just, you know, a regular full-size wallet, and it'll fit inside like that. I normally don't carry a full-size wallet, but I just wanted to show you that it does fit inside. Alright, the next thing that I'll put inside is a little compact, and then I have my Louis Vuitton 6-ring key holder. I haven't even dented this bag yet, it fits so much. I'll put a lipstick inside, I'll put my phone inside. The phone that I have is the iPhone XS Max. I have my little hairbrush compact thing, put that inside. I have a little Chanel makeup pouch. This actually came with my little Chanel perfume compact, but I have used it just to put some makeup in it. So I'll put that in there. And as you can see, it is getting kind of full, but we can still fit more stuff inside. So here I have a pair of sunglasses, and let's see, maybe we can put another card case in there if you guys do carry like a little card case. This is my Gucci Marmont one, and I'll just slide it inside. So this is pretty stuffed right now. I don't know if you can tell. There is a little bit more room on the top, but let me show you what it looks like when it's closed. So I would say this is probably like the ideal amount of stuff that you want to have in here. You can fit a little bit more, but once you do, the leather starts to warp, and I will show you what I mean in just a second. So I took everything out of the bag, but I will show you that a mini iPad does fit in here. So as you can see, it fits in like that. There's my iPad, and it does zip as well. So this is one of the things I love about this bag and why I consider it to also be a day bag, because if I can fit my iPad in here, I can do a little bit of work, and it will also fit my planner in here, which is super, super crazy. So this is actually a personal size planner, and as you can see, voila, it does fit in here. Isn't that crazy? You can zip it up too, no problem. So that's definitely one of the things I love, love, love about this bag, is it's just so versatile, and I love how you can use it as a day bag. So let me show you what I mean about it being overstuffed. So I've put everything in there, including my mini iPad and all the stuff that I just mentioned before, and look at the closure now. So as you can tell, it's not perfectly straight anymore, and the leather kind of like, you know, morphs right here to the shape of my objects. So this is what I mean about overstuffing it. If you overstuff it, the leather can get warped, and I feel like it will probably stay like that if you stuff it like this every single day. I personally would never ever 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 stuff my bag to the brim like this, and if I do need to carry all that stuff with me, I would just leave it open. I feel like leaving it open and just having, you know, the zip come up to here is pretty secure. I mean, the bag is always close to my body, and I don't think that you can easily get stuff in and out of here if the bag is really stuffed. So I don't mind just having it open like this. I would much rather leave it open than have you know, the possibility of the leather being warped if I do really need to carry a lot of stuff with me and I really do need to overstuff it. Alright, now that we have all of the bag stuff out of the way, let me share with you my experience with Yoogi's Closet. So if you've never heard of Yoogi's Closet, they are a luxury consignment store online. If my memory serves me correctly, they are based in Washington. I have actually bought 2 bags from Yoogi's Closet before, and I've sold maybe 4 items to them. I really do enjoy using them. They are so amazing. Their selection isn't as big as maybe like Fashion Files or the Real Reels, but I do love looking at their website because they do often carry really great quality bags. So like I mentioned before, I did get this bag at about half the price of retail price right now. The reason being that it did come with the color transfer marks and it didn't have a lock, which it's supposed to. I personally didn't mind, and Yoogi's Closet is really awesome where they will literally tell you every single flaw that the bag has. They'll have pictures of it and they will list the details in the description, so you aren't surprised when the bag arrives to you and you can understand like why that bag was heavily discounted if it was. So I really like that. I really like the transparency. I really hate those sites like Tradesy where you get to like, you know, write your own description and people are never ever accurate about what they're selling. So I do appreciate Yoogi's Closet, you know, for their really great descriptions and pictures. When I bought my bag, I actually paid for I think 2-day UPS shipping and it arrived to me really quickly, so I'm really happy about that. And even though I didn't have any like negative experience or anything, I do believe their customer service is really great. I had a friend who wanted to ask them a question about a bag and they did respond to her. I think it maybe took a week to respond, but they did respond to her and they were very helpful in answering her questions. So I do think that their customer service is great, even if I haven't used it personally myself. Another thing that I really love about Yoogi's Closet is that they have like a recently sold section on their website. So I feel like most consignment stores and most, you know, shops in general, once they sell a bag, they immediately delete the listing so you don't have like any more info about that bag. I love Yoogi's Closet because they will still have the info of their sold bags on there. So if you are looking for a bag, not necessarily to buy, but you know, just doing research on the bag, if you go to their recently sold section, you can see all the bags that obviously they've recently sold. You can see what things are being priced at secondhand and also get more pictures of like other bags that you're looking for. I don't know if that's useful to anybody else, but I definitely thought that was a really cool feature. And like I said, I've also sold on Yoogi's Closet before, so I've sold 2 wallets and a bag. And usually I like to go between Fashion File and Yoogi's Closet to see which one gives me the better rate. And come to think of it, I think it's like half and half. I think it just depends on the item and the person quoting the item, but sometimes they get better rates on Yoogi's Closet and sometimes they get better rates on Fashion File. So I think you'll just have to do your own research about that. But I definitely have used them for selling and it does work. I have received money from them, so I really like that. And yeah, just no negative experiences here. I really love using them and I'm definitely going to be purchasing more from them in the future. And just very quickly, I did want to compare the Alma Bb to the Pochette Métis. I bought the Pochette Métis maybe a few months ago this year and I do have an unboxing video for it, so I will link it down below if you are interested. But this is basically the bags side by side. So as you can see, the Pochette Métis is a little bit bigger in length. Here it is side by side. It's kind of hard to tell side by side because although the Alma Bb is bigger at the base, it does taper at the top, so it does get a little bit skinnier, but there's a big difference in the base, obviously. I do think that they are similar in the fact that they are 2 of Louis Vuitton's really popular bags, and you can both get these in canvas as well. This Pochette Métis is actually in the empreinte leather, so the leather is completely different from this one. I would also say this leather is really good if you want to bring it into the rain and snow, because rain and snow does actually just, you know, brush off this one the same that it does with this one, but the textures of these leathers are completely different, obviously, because this one is a patent. In terms of fitting things inside, I do think that you can fit a little bit more on the Pochette Métis just because of the way that this bag is structured. So there are 3 compartments in here and it doesn't taper, even though it isn't as wide on the bottom. Because it's consistently this wide all the way up, I do feel like you can fit a little bit more. Whereas in this one, if you have something bulky, as you start to get towards the top, you can't fit more items in just because it doesn't go straight up. And when you do try to fit more items in, the bag will warp like I've shown you before. Obviously the backs are different because this one does not have a pocket, whereas this one does. And then they both come with a removable strap, although the strap on the Pochette Métis is adjustable. This one you can obviously hand carry and carry on the crook of your arm, but this one you can really just only hand carry, because if you try to put your arm through there, it's a little bit too tight. I do also think that this bag in particular transitions better from day to night, just because I think it makes a really fancy night bag, whereas this one just seems like a day bag to me. Like, even with a different strap, I wouldn't carry it at night, just because I think it looks like a school bag or like a book bag or maybe a mini briefcase, so it just doesn't look, you know, very evening to me. So that's why I do think that this one is a little bit more versatile. Alright, so this is what the bag looks on me just on the crook of my arm, and I do really like to carry it this way. And I also just like to carry it handheld because I think it's really cute like that as well. Alright, when I put the crossbody strap on, this is what it looks like on my frame as a shoulder bag, and for reference I am 5'3", and this is what it looks like crossbody. So it is comfortable as a crossbody bag, but I would prefer it to be a little bit shorter. And I don't think anyone has like ever mentioned this before on any YouTube videos about this bag, but when you do wear a crossbody and the strap, you know, falls down like this, it does look a little bit crooked to me, because this strap does look like it comes up a little bit higher. But I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos where people have modeled this bag, and it's like that on every bag. It's just nobody mentions it, but I don't know, it really bothered me at first, but now I don't really mind. And what I was saying earlier about dressing this bag up is that if you wanted to, you can buy a different crossbody strap or shoulder strap for it. So this one I have is actually just from Amazon, and it's just like a leather and chain strap, kind of similar to Chanel, but I did buy it on Amazon. And since the strap is detachable, you can just put any strap on here. So I really like to wear it with this one. And as you can see, it totally becomes a different bag in my opinion. So when you wear it on the shoulder like this, let me even take this pom-pom off so it becomes a little bit more elegant. So you can see that it just becomes like a totally different bag. And what I like to do if I'm like going to a fancy occasion is actually I like to wrap the chain around like this and carry it like this. So it's kind of like my bag has like a necklace or, you know, a little accessory. I just think that this chain looks really, really elegant against the leather of this bag. They're not even the same pink, but you can barely even tell. So, alright, that was all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed my first handbag review video. I really, really enjoyed making it, so I definitely think that I want to do it more in the future. If you see any handbags of mine that you kind of are curious about, please let me know in the comment section below so that I can do a bag review on that one as well. I would love to do bag reviews on all the handbags that I have, but I just don't know where to start. So if you have a request, please let me know down below. Alright, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I make videos every single week. And don't forget to give me a big thumbs up as well if you like this video. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!